What is going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are back for another video. It's a double video day here. Maybe I'll make it 3. Probably just do 2. But today we have some even more big information coming out about the World Tournament and the banners that it's going to be changing. And we have some official scans now for the cooler stuff. Now, I translated what little there was to cooler based on what the usual leak website gives us. And on this page, there is not that much. But because we now know what type he's going to be, I'm just going to kind of go over some stuff that I personally think he could do, because a lot of people are thinking he's going to be a dual category. One of them's kind of an obvious one, kind of the Wicked Bloodline type category. Probably not 170 across the board like Metal Cooler is, but maybe something else. But then kind of like what else could work for that? So I'm going to get into that in a little bit also. And then finally at the end, we're going to get into the last little bit, which is the Dragon Ball Fighter stuff. As you guys know me, I like to stream fighters sometimes on my streams. So I'm going to go over that real quick, because this Broly is the last part of Season 2 DLC. Maybe we're going to see something else. I don't know. So anyway, let's get straight into it. Next, we, of course, know the typing now. I hope, based on where I put my camera with OBS and all this stuff, hopefully my head is not blocking this. So I'll scroll down and I'll scroll up. Okay, so we already knew about the Chibi Great Saiyaman, aka Trunks, is in there. They kind of, I mean, it's kind of obvious who he is, but they kind of, you know, reveal it in his SSR art, actually. So that's actually kind of funny. So this is a TUR right here. He's actually a very good TUR for a free-to-play unit, so that's pretty cool. But we are getting a Strength Extreme, obviously, because Cooler's a bad guy. He's an Extreme unit. We're getting an STR Transformation Cooler. So, he's going to be in his 4th form here, obviously, when you pull him as the SSR. He'll Dokkan Awaken to a 4th form, so this means we can run him and his physical final form together, and they are probably going to be best partners, or very, very close to it, okay? Then, via an active skill, it says right here, active skill de Henshin Suru. Henshin means to transform or to change. So he's going to transform into this beast-looking cooler. Best form of cooler right here. I don't care what anyone says, right? So this is the best-looking form of cooler. But anyway, so, of course, like any normal V-Jump, it doesn't tell us anything about how you actually transform or anything, but we're hoping it's a good one. We're hoping the quote-unquote B team is working on this transformation, not the quote-unquote A team who did, you know, the big celebration stuff and all that, okay? We're hoping the good team works on this one. Not the bad one. The good one. Say it with me. Not the bad, the good one. Okay? So, with him being STR now, let's go take a look at the most malevolent category, okay? Because again, some of us are expecting that he is going to be a different, you know, focus of a most malevolent category. Maybe he's going to be more attack, and then just like maybe 150 HP in defense or something like that. Because, you know, the category itself is still, it's good. It's a very, very good category. The biggest problem with it is just finding cooler friends. Like, let's be honest, that is the biggest downfall to this team, is just simply finding friends to run that, right? And unfortunately, Cooler's just, he's only appeared on, I think, 2 banners on JP and maybe 1 on Global, maybe 2 on Global, I'm not sure. But they're always on banners that you know a good chunk of people don't really summon on, unfortunately, right? Like, it would have been cool to see AGL Cooler in the Cell banner back during the 300 million download celebration, but they always refuse to do it for some reason, and I really don't understand sometimes. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, so if you're gonna run him maybe as a friend, and you're gonna run the new STR cooler here, and, you know, again, depending on how they work out, and may, you know, it might work out where maybe you have AGL coolers on the team, but maybe they're gonna run him as the leader, because you're gonna want that double cooler lead with the transforming coolers. You have all these different coolers transforming, not to mention you have the Easy 8 Golden Frieza here and kind of things like that. So I don't know, because again, the one downside to the AGL Metal Cooler here is that you cannot run the Int Easy A Metal Cooler, this guy right here, right? This guy is an amazing support unit, and then he just becomes even more of a beast with his Easy A Awakening. So that might be one reason why you'd want to run this STR cooler here instead of the AGL one, because you're going to get a good support unit out of him. So it really depends on what they do with the team, right? Maybe for all we know, they don't make him most malevolent, you know, category lead, or one of his category leads, right? It's going to be, you know, it's going to be 2 categories. It's going to be 2 categories. It's not going to be a type. They only do that with the LRs now, it seems. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen there. But actually, if you guys want to go check out a pretty cool video, go check out my man Goresh. He did a video on what he thought was going to be the cooler. I'll do, I guess, one little spoiler. He got the typing wrong, but I'm not going to say anything else. He actually made a pretty good looking card. I agreed with most of it. wasn't a fan of his active skill condition. You know, he gave his reasons, which I respect. That's totally fine. Just not personally something I would personally do. So, it is what it is. So, one thing to also note, though, is that this cooler here, this int cooler, I believe you can get A from stones and then B also from a story event. And it's been a little revamped, but it hasn't had that full refresh revamp. So maybe they're going to do that as well when this card comes out here at the very end of October / beginning of November. But this is how you're going to get him is SA up to 10. You could go in and get the Baba Shop one, which requires a ton of incredible gems. Or you can just farm with this guy to 50%, because when you Dokkan Awaken this guy, he goes into a Final Form cooler, which this guy is not. It's only via an active skill. So you're going to need him to be in his 4th form, so you're only going to get a 50% chance. Again, maybe you kind of mix and match, you know, you use a 50% ones, grab one from the Baba Shop if you happen to have the extra incredible gems, and all that kind of fun stuff, okay? So, but now with this guy being an STR, now we've got an STR Final Form cooler, we've got a STR Metal Frieza and King Cold. Granted, not very many people have dupes of him, but he's still pretty strong, actually. Then you've got full-powered STR Frieza down here, and you still have one of the best cards on this entire team, which is this STR Frieza right here. This dude's a beast. This dude's an absolute beast. So it's very STR-centric, very STR-heavy right there. Not to mention you're going to throw the physical cooler on here, obviously, because, again, he's probably going to be his best partner. It would make sense, right? And then probably the int cooler here, or this AGL cooler would be my guess is that he'd be on there. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen, but I'm definitely interested to see what this particular team can be. And let me know your thoughts down below, guys. What do you think the second category is going to be? Some people are thinking transformation. Some people are thinking a new category. So, again, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, okay? So, that's basically all the Dokkan stuff. To end this video really quickly, Broly. We're actually starting out with the final Broly character, and we're getting 2 Brolys in this game, essentially. But for fighters, if you happen to play the game still, Broly is the final DLC character we've known about for quite a while. But based on the kanji and how it's at least translated in my mind, it seems that when you do his Meteor Strike, he has a chance for it to fail. So I guess Broly starts out in his base form with his armor on. And if you try to do your meteor movement, again, I have absolutely no idea how this plays out. Maybe if you try to do the input without the correct amount of ki, then somehow he breaks his armor, and he just stays like that. So he starts out with the Ozaru power, the monkey power, essentially confined within him. He fights, and then when he does his meteor strike here, he then goes into Super Saiyan, or I guess technically Legendary form. Yeah, he's technically Legendary form when he does this move in the movie, so we're going to go with that. And then he stays this way, you know, Super Saiyajin no Henshin de Power Up Bosuru, okay? So, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. I feel like there's another page over here that has some extra information, but again, these are very rough scans right now that we see. We'll see. Broly, I'm assuming, comes out in November. Again, maybe it's got the date over here, but I'm assuming November is when he's gonna come out. So maybe there's gonna be a season 3. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, guys, for that. So, anyway, though, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, as always. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Some pretty cool stuff coming. A lot of Frieza, a lot of cooler, a lot of everything coming. So it should be interesting. And again, to my man Goresh, rip your wallet, man. So anyway, that's me for the video, guys. Until next time, everyone. I'll see you all in the next one.